only go to smoke-free restaurants. It's even worse for you than smoking to be exposed to secondhand smoke.
You just deal with it, you take care of it. You just want to protect everybody else's right to be in a smoke-free environment.
I don't mind going outside to smoke a cigarette. I'd actually rather go outside.
Across the country, smoking bans in bars and restaurants have been met with much positive reaction from patrons as well as employees. But here in Mississippi, despite the strong support from some local businesses, there is still concern that such bans could hurt business. But, as Dr. Robert McMillan of the SSRC explains, this is simply a myth.
It's a complete misconception. When you look at all the objective studies that have been done, these are studies that use scientific methods and objective data. All of the objective data that have been in peer-reviewed publications show conclusively that there is no negative impact on the restaurant industry. And it's important to look at these objective because, we all have our own subjective biases, and if you ask somebody, has your business been hurt, they might think, well, it seems less busy or my bar doesn't seem as crowded, but that's a subjective impression. But when you look at actual revenue, you see that revenue in many cases has actually gone up, but it's never gone down.
Here at Mugshot's Grill and Bar, the smoking ban has been a welcome change.
We really can't tell a difference as far as who comes, to eat or who doesn't. We've definitely realized that, through the course of the time that we haven't been able to smoke in here, that our workers leave without smelling like smoke, that, the patrons that come that don't smoke leave without smelling like smoke. So it's really helped our just restaurant atmosphere completely, that transition from not being a bar and a restaurant, but being a restaurant first and then having a bar as well. So.
In the most recent study of Mississippians, 43% of people said that smoking is still allowed in bars in their community, and 49% said it is still permitted in restaurants. While these may seem like large numbers, Dr. McMillan offers some perspective on them.
They're huge numbers, but prior to 2006, we had exactly 0.07% of our population living in a place that had smoke-free restaurants and smoke-free bars. So we went from 0.07 in 2005, and in 2011 we're now up to about 40 communities have gone smoke-free. About 19.84% of our population lives in these 40 communities. What's interesting though, almost half of all restaurants and or bars in this state are located in one of these 40 communities. So we're already in a position where half of our restaurants and bars are by law smoke-free. So it's not a big reach to say, well, let's go ahead and do the other half. We know in these half, we've been tracking sales tax revenue in these 40 communities, and we have seen that sales tax revenue has continued to increase from the restaurant sector of the industry after the smoke-free ordinance went into place. In none of these communities that we've been monitoring the sales tax revenue have we seen a decrease following the implementation of the smoke-free law. So we know that it's not hurting the Mississippi towns, and we also know that over half of our restaurants and bars already are by law smoke-free.
It's been a great response, even from those that smoke. It's really changed the perspective from a smoker's point of view. I think that, and time heals everything. People are used to not being able to smoke inside restaurants and bars around here now, so it's not an issue at all anymore. However, when it first started, the initial concern was there. I think that was quickly put out by the fact that people just got accustomed to not smoking and not being around it when they ate. So I think that a lot of our customers that do smoke are content and honestly like it better the way it is now, as opposed to how it was before.
With data to show maintained stability in local economies, Dr. McMillan is optimistic that a statewide smoking ban is on the horizon.
My guess is within 2 or 3 years, hopefully within a year, Mississippi will have a statewide smoke-free law.